Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Swas. Rays, Braves in this one, but we got 15 games on the board for MLB Friday night, and we'll go through every single one of them on the live show. That's at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. If you're able to make it, we'd love to see you in the comments. As far as Thursday, got a big win. So I started off with a loss, Orioles money line, super square, but it was a lighter bet. Had a full unit on the Rays. It was my top bet, and they ended up winning, which is nice. And now I have Arizona minus 1.5, Arizona team total over. They already have 4 runs in the 4th inning. So it looks like that little Tuesday, Wednesday cold spell I was in looks like it's coming to an end. Not yet. Arizona could still choke, but it's looking good, which is nice. Coming into the weekend with some momentum. Tampa, Atlanta, let's go.
Welcome to the Source. The Source. Source. Hey, get the Source.
All right, like I said, Rays are on the road in Atlanta. Braves are pretty heavy favorites here, minus 210. Total sitting at 8.5. We got Zach Littell pitching for Tampa. Chris Sale on the mound for the Braves. Let's take a quick look at the spreadsheet, and according to the model, we got a pretty solid lean on the Braves through 5 innings, 2.65 to 1.46. Final score a little closer, but still solid lean on the Braves, 4.23 to 3.14. So let's take a look at this matchup, and we'll start with Tampa's bats. And as we know, things haven't been going great for the Rays offense. They're pretty much the worst lineup of baseball in the last 30 days. 29th in WRC+, 30th in OPS, 30th in WOBA. Little bit better on the road. They really haven't been hitting at home in the Trop. But in the last 30 days on the road, 17th, 19th, and 17th. And then the last 14 days, 11th, 13th, and 11th. So the fact that this game's on the road might be a good thing for Tampa. And it's also a good thing that Chris Sale throws with his left hand. I was actually talking about this several times today because they just saw Justin Steele, who's also a lefty. It was one of the reasons for the bet on Tampa. Here's the thing. They didn't get to Justin Steele, but I still won my bet. So, yeah, the point is they have definitely been hitting lefty starters a lot better than they've been hitting righties. You can see here the last 3 lefty starters they've seen, 11.37 ERA and a 2.05 whip. Now, this doesn't include the Justin Steele game that just happened a few hours ago, but no question the Rays have been a lot more productive against lefty starters. And you can see there's some good names on here. Cole Irvin, they got to him. Braxton Garrett, Jesus Luzardo, 9 hits and 9 earned runs off him, 8 hits and a walk off Cole Irvin, Nestor Cortez, Quintana. So it's not like these are scrubs. The Rays are getting to lefty starters, and here they are matched up against another good lefty in Chris Sale. He's made 4 starts against the Rays since 2021. He's got a 386, but a 171 whip in those games. So he's actually struggled with the Rays in the last few years, and we just saw him struggle a couple starts ago also. Now on the season, Chris Sale's been excellent, 3.01 ERA and a 0.94 whip. His last 2 starts, those numbers are heavily skewed by that one game, and we'll get to it in a second. It was his last home start. You can see here his last one home start, 18 ERA and 2.50 whip. That's the Oakland game. The Oakland A's smashed him. 9 hits and a walk, 8 earned runs, and only 4 innings of work. So, yeah, Oakland rocked him. Other than that, every single game on here is an impressive start. But I want you to take note of the teams. Washington, Oakland, Pittsburgh, San Diego, the Cubs, the Red Sox, the Mariners. These are not dangerous lineups. And look, I'm not trying to discredit Chris Sale at all, but we do have to take into account that he's had a very fortunate schedule. 7 starts in a row. None of these are dangerous lineups. So maybe a little bit of a sell high spot for Chris Sale. I don't think it's crazy to think Tampa might get to him. Now, on the other side, we got the Braves bats, and we know they're not hitting. In the last 14 days, 28th in WRC+, 28th in OPS, 28th in WOBA. Same thing in the last 30 days, last 7 days. They're not hitting righties either. In the last 30 days, 23rd, 24th, 24th. About the same looking numbers in the last 14 days, last 7 days. They've been pretty consistently bad. They're also not hitting at home. In the last 30 days, 21st, 19th, and 19th. So the Braves have not been scoring runs at home. The last 2 righty starters to pitch against the Braves, an even 0 ERA, 115 whip. So they have not been getting to righty starters. And look at the names. Albert Suarez, 5 1/3 shutout innings. Jake Irvin, 6 shutout innings. Nick Pivetta, 7 shutout innings. Louis Medina, 5 2/3 shutout innings. They did get to Cutter Crawford a little bit in there, but other than that, look at the names on this list. These are not Cy Young candidates. The Braves didn't get to any of them besides Cutter Crawford. Straight up, the Braves are not hitting right-handed pitching right now. Now, Zach Littell has struggled with Atlanta over the course of his career. 9 appearances against the Braves, but all out of the bullpen, which, as we know, is much different. But on his career against the Braves, 6.43 ERA and a 1.43 WHIP. So he struggled with this Braves team over the course of his career. Last 2 starts, 4.50 ERA, 1.67 WHIP. We're starting to see the production drop a little bit. On the road, too, last 3 road starts, 4.76 ERA, 1.65 WHIP. And if you look at the game logs here, I mean, Zach Littell was pitching so well for the first 6-7 weeks of the year, but last 5 starts, Baltimore twice, that'll kill any starter to pitch against the Orioles back-to-back, but Oakland, Boston, I mean, you should be able to put better numbers up than this. So Zach Littell definitely trending downwards as far as production. His main pitch is the slider, and the Braves have done a decent job against sliders. They're 10th in the last 30 days. But his other 2 main pitches, the splitter and the 4-seam fastball, Braves are 28th and 26th. So maybe Zach Littell's able to get back on track here against a Braves lineup that, as we covered, look at the names on this list. I'll bring the game log back up. These are the righty starters that the Braves are struggling to get to. Yeah, Zach Littell's struggling a little bit, but he's still better than most of the names on this list. I don't think it's crazy to think Zach Littell bounces back here and pitches a good game in Atlanta. So I actually like the edge for the Rays in the first 5. As far as the bullpen's edge definitely goes to Atlanta. In the last 30 days, 11th, 17th, and 17th. Well, I shouldn't say definitely. It's closer than you think. Rays are 17th, 24th, and 19th. So the Braves bullpen has been better. It's not that much of a difference. But check this out. The Rays bullpen, weirdly good on the road. In the last 30 days, the Rays are first in ERA in MLB. The Rays bullpen on the road is actually weirdly good. Braves at home last 30 days, 15th, 20th, and 20th. So maybe the bullpen battle is more even than we thought. Offensively against bullpens, neither of these teams doing anything. So actually, I think late innings, we're looking at a pretty even matchup. As far as usage, kind of even again. I mean, both these bullpens a little bit taxed. Both teams just used their closer just hours ago, but both should be available because they were both rested heading into it. So pretty even across the board in the late innings, which is why I'm going back to the Rays. They just took care of me as a top bet last night at plus 100, plus 175. This game just feels really mispriced to me. Obviously, Chris Sale against Zach Littell. The Braves have the edge, but minus 210 with a team that's not hitting. Did you see the names of the righty starters the Braves are struggling to get to? Zach Littell might pitch a gem here. Plus 175. Rays have been getting to lefty starters. We got to do it. Give me the Rays money line here. Like I said earlier, live show, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. We'll go through every single game on the board. If you're able to make it, we'd love to see you in the comments. If you want my top bets or top bets from anyone on the staff here, head over to KyleKirms.com and sign up for Sauce Network Plus. Also comes with access to the Discord. You could participate in the weekly betting league. All that, head over and sign up if you're interested. Let's have ourselves a nice Friday night. Looks like I'm going to have a bounce back Thursday, I think. Hopefully the D-backs hang on. But yeah, remember to bet responsibly, and I'll talk to you in the Discord.